Yes, sir. The NBA draft starts now, Brendan. Now. Welcome to an episode of Feel the Burn podcast from the Burn City Sports Crew. I'm your host, Franklin Miller, joined by, as I already called him, Brendan, or Brendan Mal. Brendan, how's it going, man? How you doing?
Doing well, Franklin. I'm ready for a big day of NBA hoops. Just
Yes, sir.
when did the finals end? Like a week ago.
Yeah,
It already
yeah.
happens. It happens so fast,
Yeah, it
so
was a week
fast.
ago. Week ago when we said that when we heard that Nikola Jokic just wanted to go back home and you know talk and be with his horses. So I feel him on that though. But he got his championship and now it's over. But yeah, the NBA draft live is about to be set now. I mean, shoot, we already kind of know who the first overall pick is going to be, but you know, um, curiosity reasons. Um, Although it might obviously it's probably be Victor Wembanyama, but what kind of pick? Obviously, the Suns pick in the second round, so we have a long way to go. But who are you like most looking forward to um, in this year's draft? Like, which team are you looking forward to? Like, looking at outside of the Suns?
Um, I think that a team that the Suns should watch in this draft is the Magic, because I think if the Magic get a guard, they're gonna they already are guard heavy with
Yeah,
Jalen Suggs, Markel Fultz, Cole Anthony. I think right now that's an ideal trade partner for the Suns. If they can get one of those guards plus maybe Wendell Carter, we'll see. Um, but yeah, I think for the Suns, that's who they should watch. I'm interested to see me personally, I'm interested to see what the Blazers are gonna do. I'm number two, number three. I want to see how that ends up because there's been speculation both ways for so long of Hornets gonna choose Scoot or Miller. I'm
Oh
interested to
yeah,
see
I
who
can't.
they
I can't wait to see that pick.
and
Yeah,
yeah, and I just don't understand why the Blazers wouldn't. They're like, we're not trading Dame. If Scoot falls to them, I think it's a no brainer to trade Dame because that's their point guard of the future and Scoot. Um, and I don't. They already have Simons too. I think you either trade Dame or Simons if they get Scoot.
Eh, obviously, in my opinion, you trade Simons. If anything, I think you keep Dame. I think if anything, you can make Dame more of an off-ball player. But I think Damian Lillard is really good on or off ball. Like he's very efficient as a scorer, either way. So he doesn't really need to be ball dominant to get his 28 points per game average. And I think with Scoot there, I think that kind of is it off. So I don't know, but I see your point. Yeah, they definitely got to get rid of one or the other, and I think Simons is going to be the one to go. There's no question in my mind that uh, Simons will be that guy. So
Yeah, and just like going off that, like why if the Trailblazers are so willing to take Scoot with that pick, why would the Hornets not be willing to take him with their pick, even though they have Lamella Ball? Because I mean, they have the. It's like the same situation on both sides, where except Lamella Ball is a little bit younger. I mean, obviously he's younger than
that's
Dame,
yeah,
but they have Terry Rozier and Lamelo, two guards on that team, just like the Trailblazers have Simons and Lillard. So I think they should both be willing to take Scoot. I mean, you saw with the Suns how you don't draft based on position when you're that high up. You draft
yeah.
the
I mean,
best available.
honestly, Scoot and Terry Rozier do a lot of similar things in terms of tempo, style of play, and play fast at all times. So I think that he would be a terrific fit with Charlotte if the Hornets were to choose him. I just think Brandon Miller is kind of more of a like a modern day wing player that they desperately need. That's been kind of like hasn't been there for a while. But if we're talking about just purely on the best player available, I think it's a no brainer that they should choose Scoot. But I don't know what Michael Jordan and the Hornets are thinking, even though Michael Jordan sold the team. But I think he's still part of this decision. Um, we'll see, but I think that if I were them, I'd choose Scoot in a heartbeat. Being honest, dude. Box office would be if him and Lamelo are on the same team. That'd be fun to watch. So
Yeah, for sure. And Yeah, I mean, did it? Did you see what Brandon Miller said yesterday about Michael Jordan?
Yes, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Why would you
But
say that?
to be fair, he meant his personal favorite player. But when we look at the term "goat," we were very very sensitive with the term "goat." So if you say "my goat," you're saying everybody's taking that as my personal greatest of all time player. And he said when he said Paul George, I thought he was trolling. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah,
I thought he was trolling, but
yeah,
I understand what he said. I mean, honestly, for the longest time, I thought that was his comp. For the longest time, I was like, he definitely has watched a lot of Paul George because his game mirrors his in a lot of ways. From perimeter defense to just build to like shot selections to driving kicks to everything. Like it's so fluid, and so
hmm
I can understand why he spent a lot of his time looking at Paul George throughout his career. But I just yeah, it was got taken out of context, and so yeah, I
yeah,
was talking to
but
my friend about it today. It was pretty funny.
yeah, but you also said like Michael Jordan was old, or he airballed a free throw because he's old.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you see all that?
well, just because of that comment alone, Scoot's going to be the pick.
Yeah, that's
Michael
what I
Jordan took
was.
that personally, man. No, just kidding. But yeah, no. We'll see. It's just I definitely think that that was funny though to hear that the whole bit. So
The pick is in. Who are they
it's
going with?
it's gonna be Scoot. It's gonna be Scoot. Watch it be Scoot.
Surprise!
We're gonna have. Hey, I know people probably watch it, but if it's Scoot, we're gonna have to change all the settings here, man. Because I'm gonna have to edit everything. That's gonna be bad.
Yeah, I don't. I love Wembanyama's fit on the Spurs though. Just with his France connection with like Tony Parker, um,
Mm-hmm.
and just what the Spurs have done with the number one overall pick, Tim Duncan,
Yep.
their last one. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Here's Commissioner.
Commissioner's up.
There it is,
It's
Victor
official.
Wembanyama.
It's official. My boy Sal. I know he's happy. I know my boy Sal's happy.
Man, what do you think about what does the Spurs timeline look like?
They got a few years, like 3 years to get in order. I'd say like 3 years. Yeah, Greg Popovich is not getting younger. You got a all around star player now on your team. That's going to be box office. You're going to have people that are going to want to come to San Antonio to play with him now, which is awesome. Great culture built. I think it's just all around just great, and I think it's going to be fun to watch. A lot of people have been trying to compare him to players. You got your Kristaps Porzingis of the world. People compare him to KD. People have compared him to shoot
Bobo.
a lot of players. Honestly, um, we just never really seen anybody like him. We shouldn't really compare him to anybody, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, he's gonna be. He has the world on his shoulders now. That's all I have to say. He has a
Did you
lot of
watch his?
expectations.
Yeah, did you watch his video
JJ
with?
Redick.
Yeah, when he was talking about
I
Nike?
watched clips. I watched clips of it. Clips of it.
He's good,
I was
man.
gonna watch it, but I forgot.
I forgot.
I was. I didn't. Yeah. When did it come out? Yesterday. Yeah.
A
I
couple
saw
days
clips of
ago.
it. Yeah, I saw clips of it. So yeah, but he just seems very well spoken, especially um, in terms of both his age and just being from France. How well he
Yeah.
can speak English, um, and how confident he is in himself. Um, yeah. So, what is he the tallest player in the NBA now, or is
By
that
far, 7 foot
well?
five,
Because
bro.
Bo, what is Boban?
7'3", I think.
3.
But then
Same
there's
as
also
Porzingis.
Taco. I think Taco might be right there.
Yeah, yeah. Is he still in the league or?
I don't know. Good question. I don't think so. He was on the Celtics last time I checked.
Yeah,
But, so
Chris would know.
Chris would know. That Celtics fan. Man, I wish Chris was on here, bro.
Is he joining?
Um, might join a little later. He does work,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, so number one overall picks in Spurs history: David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and now Victor. It's a
Yep.
big group to be a part of.
What I'm looking forward to most is the second overall pick. So you better turn that video on when the pick is in. I need to hear that.
Man, I wonder how Victor's brother is just sitting next to him right now. I wonder he's like, I think he's 14 or 15 right now. I wonder if
And
he's
his
going to
brother and his
amount to
brother
anything.
and his brother is saying we are finally set for life. We are finally set. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, his brother is probably super.
I wonder if he's going to come up like him. I wonder if he's going to be. 'Cause he's already super tall.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Do
don't
you
know
see
what's
him
going.
next to Adam Silver?
Who Wembanyama?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, his brother's his brother's tall too.
Here we go. Brandon Miller
Brandon Miller?
per Shams.
Dang. That's
What's going to
crazy.
happen there? Michael Jordan's going to be out the building as soon as he walks in.
Yep.
Because he already didn't he sell the team?
You did. 3 billion.
He's, yeah, so the guy talking all this smack about him, draft him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Scoot in Portland, this gonna be big. Who are you more excited about,
Trailblazers got a
Miller?
steal, bro.
Who are you more excited about, Miller in Charlotte or Scoot in Portland?
That's not even a question. Scooting Portland. That's not even a question. Oh yeah, that's gonna be box office. Him and Dame. Oh god, that'd
Exactly.
be
That's what
box office.
but if Scoot would have went to the Hornets, I would have said Scoot in the Hornets. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm
why I
gonna
thought
tell you,
Scoot should have.
I'm
I
gonna
thought
be
Scoot was
perfectly
going to.
honest. This whole Dame stuff this offseason has been nothing but smoke. I don't think he's ever wanted to leave. And honestly, I think the Trailblazers are excited to pair him with Scoot. I think that's been the whole consensus this entire time. Everything else has been kind of just smoke, which is good because it kind of took the image of them. Because a lot of people aren't really talking about them kind of combined Scoot and Dame together. That's gonna be really freaking good. I don't think a lot of people are talking about that. And if they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna keep a few key of their players, and obviously got to bring some people, I think that's what Dame's probably trying to do. That's why I like that the draft is before free agency in the NBA because it kind of makes everything else easier for a team. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro,
Uh,
like that's gonna be awesome.
well, the Horn. I mean, the Pelicans also met with Scoot, so I wonder if they make a play here. There's a
If they
small chance.
trade,
If there's a
if they
small chance
Hey man, that'd be awesome for the viewers. I'm just saying
for who?
that'd be awesome for the viewers if
Oh
we get
yeah,
a
yeah,
trade.
yeah. Who would you like to see on the Trailblazers between Ingram and Williamson if the Pelicans did trade up here?
Well, I know it's gonna have to be Williamson because I don't think the Pelicans are gonna trade Ingram. That yeah, I think he's almost. I think he's untouchable, but if they had to choose between the two, I think they'd trade Zion Williamson before Ingram, just because of health reasons. But Ingram hasn't been healthy that much either, but it's shown a lot. Been playing a lot more than Zion for sure. And I mean, obviously there's other stuff with Zion, but I don't think that's factored in too much. But yeah,
Yeah, there it is officially. They drafted Brandon Miller.
and Sham said that like 5 minutes ago. He's spoiler alert.
But to be fair, this is What has that been back and forth? Because he said this morning they were leaning towards Scoot. Woj
Mm-hmm.
reported yesterday that they were going to pick Miller. It's been back and forth the whole time.
Yep. Yep. Sham said it. Sham said it 4 minutes ago, bro.
Man.
Yep. Then there's sources. They said 43 minutes ago that the Pelicans received a mean in recent days with Scoot Henderson, and New Orleans pursued a top 2 to 3 pick in the draft, with both Charlotte and Portland so far expressing no interest in moving picks. So, yeah, Scoot's probably going to Portland, bro.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't. It just seemed like he was. The Trailblazers were really reluctant to trade
Yeah.
anything, which
Yep.
I think is kind of interesting. It seems like they're like rebuilding and contending at the same exact time. They have a number 3 overall pick and they want to build into a contender right away.
Yep.
So I think that's pretty interesting.
So Scoot. I'm just waiting for that.
Yep. Scoot Henderson at number 3.
Dang. Scoot Henderson, man. That's going to be box office with him and Dame. Hey, how much you want to bet that Scoot Henderson's going to
Yep.
drop a rap song with Dame at some point?
You know, it's kind of crazy. I watched Paul George's podcast. Like, Jaren Jackson saying that he has a studio in his house. Jalen Green saying that he raps. It's kind of crazy that all these NBA players rap. Like that one song that with LeBron and KD that came out that
Mm-hmm.
leaked like a few years ago.
No,
I just
bro.
think
Yeah,
it's
dude. A
a
lot of
hard.
the NBA players, they be rapping for sure. Shoot, I think some of them sing. If I'm being honest, a lot of people were like, yeah, they really put themselves out there in terms of making music.
Yeah, Victor Oladipo. He's a good singer.
Victor Oladipo can sing, bro. He is R&B
Yeah.
through and through. Really
Does he
amazing.
does he make songs?
Mm-hmm. I don't think he has in a minute. I could be wrong though, but I've heard a couple of songs back when I was like in high school.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Who do you have the Rockets taking at 4?
One of the Thompsons, Sarah, I think.
We should pull up a big board.
We should. Yeah, probably like a Mayor Thompson. That's a good question.
Let me get a picture of one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what the Rockets need, honestly. It seems like they always have a top draft pick. They
Yeah, I think
have,
we're gonna choose either Amen Thompson or Sarah.
yeah. That kid from Villanova is good too, Cam Whitmore.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what they need for. They don't. I don't know if they need a small
Well, they
forward
got
because they
they
got.
got they got two guards already in Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green. That's why I'm thinking like, are they really gonna draft another guard? And
Yeah,
then
that's
you
just,
have they just selected Jabari Smith last year. They have Alprin Sengun. I mean, a small forward maybe.
Yeah, they got Tari Eason last year too. I think he's going to be a good NBA player as time
Yeah,
comes. So
yeah. It's
we'll
like I
see.
don't really know exactly what their fit need is either. I definitely think they need depth, but they also need like I think they need wing depth if anything.
You know who else they have? They have Frank the Tank.
They do have Frank Kaminsky,
The
Suns
whole
legend.
reason the Suns fell apart. Frank Kaminsky. Yep, Scoot is official. Scoot is
We already
official.
knew this, Brendan.
Yeah, I mean they do need another guard, which I think is kind of weird because it seems like they got ASU's finest, Josh Christopher.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean they could use another guard. You can always have a few guards in the NBA nowadays.
yeah.
Doesn't hurt to have another ball handler.
Yep, the Rockets picked Amon Thompson. Shams is on it, bro.
Now trade up for his brother too.
That'd be lit.
It's kind of crazy that all these the top four picks that three of them didn't go the college route. Could be five of
Mm-hmm. It's been a theme, bro. It's been a theme for the past like few years, honestly, and or actually not for the past decade, honestly.
yeah, and like Cam Whitmore wasn't even Villanova wasn't good last year. He wasn't on a good team. Brandon Miller's the only one who was on a good team. Um, the guy from Houston too,
Mm-hmm.
Jarius Walker.
Jarris Walker, bro, he reminds me a little of Aaron Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Jarris Walker. Do you not see
Very
it?
athletic. Yeah, very
Yeah,
athletic.
I think he's a good stretch for. Uh, but yeah, Houston took Amon Thompson. I think he's a solid player. I think he gives them definitely some versatility at the guard spots. So yeah, I think this is a very
Uh,
very interesting selection,
yeah,
especially when you have a lot of guards in Houston already.
yeah, the AAU team in Houston.
Well, Ime Udoka might get those guys in order.
Yeah, he will. I'm excited to see. I don't know
Yeah.
why them. I don't know why them or the Spurs aren't making any splashes in free agency with how much money they have.
Wait, say that again.
Them or the Spurs, I think they should be making more splashes in free agency with how much money they have.
Well, yeah, I mean, what it comes down to is, well, you got to get players that want to come play for them too. You know, it's not
Yeah,
a two-way street. I guarantee
yeah.
you, there's a lot of people that want, to come, but yeah,
The Pistons
yeah.
too with Monty.
Oh,
Who
of
do you
course.
think? Who do you think they're gonna go for? Here?
That's tough to say, bro.
I
I
think they
could,
get Cam Whitmore.
I about to say I could see them going Cam Whitmore at 5.
They need a they need a forward because I mean they have who do they have? The guy that no one likes. What's his name? Killian Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
He gets all the minutes at the small forward. No one Pistons fans don't seem to like him, so.
Yeah.
But they have Bogdanovich too, which I think he's gonna thrive in Monty's system. If they keep Bogdanovich, because the Suns always one of the
I wanted
one or the
Bogdanovich
other
last year.
Bogdanovich.
By the way, we can talk a little Suns if you want to, bro. What's your kind of thoughts on the Bradley Beal trade, bro? I haven't really got your thoughts on it, like especially now that you saw the whole thing kind of come out with the picks we gave up. What's your view on it, bro?
Yeah, how is no one? How is no one aware of that?
I don't know.
I hold on. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
I can. You're kind of cutting in and out, but can barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
Well, we lost Brendan, so it's just me. Hello, world, or one viewer that is here. Um, but yeah, Eamon Thompson was just the guy taken for the Rockets. Very versatile player. He can play the 1, 2, and the 3. Quite frankly, they got Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green already, so this is going to be a very interesting fit here in Houston with Ime Udoka's staff. Should be fun and exciting. Uh, yeah, but I'm excited to see how that kind of all goes about. But should be interesting, you know. So we'll see how that all kind of materializes. Uh, yeah, Brennan will be on in just 1 second. His computer, he had to restart his computer. He was having some technical difficulties, but we continue to move. So, um, but yeah, and my thoughts on the pick so far is it's kind of going as I expected so far in terms of just first 4 picks. Um, we got a Victor, which was the unanimous first overall pick, and then you have uh, Brandon Miller at 2, and then Scoot at 3. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. So who are the Pistons going to take at 5, which is my that's going to be my reaction. That's going to be kind of crazy. I actually don't know who the Pistons are going to take. I think Cam Whitmore should be the pick. I think it'd be a great versatile selection for them. Um, it could work wonders in that offense. So Cam Whitmore would be my selection, being honest. Um, so yeah, Monty Williams is going to have his pick of the litter. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Can't lie to you. Um, with where we're at here. So trying to think of who the Pistons will take though. That's really good. I definitely think it's gonna be Cam Whitmore. I know maybe Sarah Thompson, but they already got two good um, back. They already got a good backcourt, a young good backcourt. So we shall see. There are rumors that it could be on Sarah Thompson. So Thompson brothers back and forth would be kind of lit. It would be lit. Oh, my fellow brother is back. I think. Can you hear me, Brandon or Brendan?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And Brandon got kicked out again. Oh boy. Um, I might have to end this broadcast. I can't believe I said that live. I'm gonna try one more time. If yeah, still having technical difficulties, Brendan. But try to get everybody these picks out. Yeah. That'll do it for this episode of the Feel the Burn podcast. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but yeah, it's kind of tough. So we're gonna have to call it. But I'm your host Franklin Miller, signing off. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. Go Suns.